Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. I got my co-host Tasha, and I got my co-host CG.
What up?
Man, today we got a very special guest, and man, he's a great rapper. I ain't gonna say Motor City, but he all around great rapper. He from here though. My main man, Teezy. What's up, man?
What's the deal, man? You alright?
Oh yeah, man. What's going on with you, Iceberg Teezy? What's
Man,
up, man?
slow motion, dog. Still trying to put that shit out here for niggas.
For sure. But before we get
Baby.
into this episode, I want to play one of your songs real quick
Sure.
called 12, man.
For sure.
For everybody that's out there, y'all make sure y'all listen on every platform. SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere, man. Here we go.
Smoke on the beat.
Still dodging 12, still playing with that ooh. Niggas always say what they gon' do, but never do. Light skin like Rodamez, huh? But I'm sliding like I'm Bishop, money taller than his boots. Had my first run at church, phone off the boost. Me and X was serving X amount of peace. Traded in my old mans for the one who gon' shoot. He knew it was either that or get a bag on his coupe. Niggas love my old hoes, let me guess that's your boo. New bitch want a boutique, the Chanel.
That shit fire.
All right, man.
That
What's
shit
going on,
fire.
man?
What's the deal?
So what's been up with you, man?
Man, same living.
So who is Iceberg Teezy?
Shit. It depends. It depends on who I'm in front of. You know what I'm saying? That's what it come down to. But shit, I'm same nigga. Like I'm a nigga like you. You feel me?
Right.
You know, I got my family, I got my kids, and all my. You know, I got all that shit going on, and then this. You know.
So what made you get into rap?
I got an older brother that rap. I got a brother that's a year older than me that rap. And my whole childhood, you know what I'm saying? I started rapping when I was 14. My brother a year older than me, so he probably started when we was like 9 or 10. And that nigga was just the hardest nigga in the world to me, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas in the industry. My brother would have killed, like, 17, 18 years old. He would have killed these niggas, dog. Like, and, you know, when you young like that and you got somebody that you look up to, you following behind them and they rapping and you ain't rapping, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of really put that pressure on me to start rapping. And then I took that shit to a whole nother level now.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, you talking about, that was a long time ago. You feel me? That's 20 years ago.
So what made you come up with the name Iceberg Teezy?
That's crazy. Shit, my rap, when I first came out, my nickname is KT. So when I first came out, my rap name was KT. And I say probably when I was like in my early 20s or something like that, Lil Boosie, his man's name was KT. So when I started releasing my music and you was typing it in, his shit was coming up. So I was at a studio recording. I can't remember what studio I was at. And when they was trying to master my tracks and shit, and they was putting all my information in, they was like, what you want us to put it in? That a song that I had dropped a long time ago, I had referred to myself as Teezy in that song. So I just took the T from KT and just, you know what I'm saying? Plus, niggas was already saying that bar. So when the nigga asked me, I was trying to think of some shit quick, and I picked Teezy. And then when I started catching my little buzz, that was the name that, you feel me, was tied to me, so I just ran with that. Then the Iceberg is my monitor. My name really TFG Teezy.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's how that shit went.
So what gives you the motivation to drive to do music?
At this point, that shit's second nature. You know, you've been doing something so long, whether it worked, or it didn't work. But you know, that's an opinion. You feel me? That's to everybody's own discretion of what worked and what didn't work for you. But I've been doing this shit so long, it's kind of like I wouldn't be myself if I wasn't rapping. You know, so the motivation just come from just all the years. You know, and then my family, like my daughters. I got twin daughters that listen to my shit all day, every day.
Oh wow.
You know, so it's like appreciate you. You know, so that's the motivation right there for real.
What would you tell your younger self now in the rap game? When you first got in the rap game to what you know now, what would you tell your younger self?
Shit, to get comfortable with the shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just get comfortable and just go hard, because I was uncomfortable for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my brother rapped too at that time, so really trying to keep up with that nigga and trying to keep up with all the other niggas that was, coming up at that time, and I wasn't really comfortable. I had to reinvent myself, so I really would have just paced myself. You feel me?
I hear that.
I would have put more pressure on niggas for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Had more confidence. Yeah,
It wasn't really even about the confidence. I was confident, dog. I just was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was switching my styles. I always been a lyricist. You feel me? I was trying to dumb my shit down because everybody else was dumbing their shit. Or niggas just wasn't sweet. So that's how that shit came. I would have just told myself, pace myself.
Okay. That's
So
what's
when
up.
you said, okay, I'm glad you said that, like, everybody dumbing their music down.
Yeah.
What do you think is hard for you? Because I know a lot of times, like, I listen to a couple of your songs.
Right.
What I like is you seem real. Like, you're
Yeah,
not
for
trying
sure.
to be
Genuine.
something you're not.
Yeah,
So,
nah, not at all.
do you think that that's hard because, they try to push for you to be something else or ride away? You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is it's a thing, like, about me. So, I live in the burbs, you feel me? But I grew up in the streets. So, like, when it come to what's real and what's not, a lot of these niggas ain't in a position to have a different type of subject matter or to be comfortable and talk about certain shit, whether they didn't experience it yet or they just worried about what other niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm not in the streets. I'm not in the hood no more. You feel me? I got 4 kids. I'm 30-something years old. I'm living good. I ain't missing shit.
Right.
So, I'm either talking about past experiences or what I'm going through now. And I talk about my transition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my music, I talk about the transitions. And I feel like a lot of these niggas just getting to that point of where they comfortable enough talking about what everybody else talking about. A lot of these niggas ain't experienced this shit. A lot of these
Right.
niggas ain't been in the streets, never did no street shit.
Damn
You
right.
feel me? So that's really gonna separate the two right there. If a nigga never did some shit and he see something working, it's easy for him to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, to tell that same story. But me, I'm just telling that shit how it came about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know, like, a lot of people that I talk to are guys that's in the industry or, trying to get some shit started, really. They just get discouraged, or after so long, they just, like, fuck it and give up on what they trying to do because it's so fraud out here. You know what I mean? So it's, like,
But then
it's hard.
this rap shit, for some of these niggas ain't no hope though. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these niggas still stuck in the trenches. So if this shit start going a different way than how they planned it, you gonna get discouraged. Anybody would though. If you was doing something that you felt like you had to put your all into and that shit wasn't working, and you looking like, I gotta eat, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You know, with me, I'm in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to rap because I'm not looking at this shit like, okay, I'm gonna make millions of dollars doing it. I'm just doing it because I know niggas ain't better than me.
I hear that. I hear
It's
that.
easy for me.
Show a difference in levels. I hear that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So you say you started rapping at 18. So what was different from back then to now?
I started rapping at 14. I
At
started
14.
recording at 18.
Okay. So what was different from 14 to 18 to now?
In terms of what?
Rap.
Like everybody else rap?
No, your music.
Oh, my music? Oh, shit. You know what's crazy? I was lyrical when I was 14. You know what I'm saying? But I'm grown. I done experienced more. You know, my vocabulary is on a whole nother level. It's just my vision for this shit. You know what I'm saying? What niggas don't know, when you rap, you gotta have a hella imagination. You
Right.
feel me? Especially if you're not lying. Like, I don't lie in my raps. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Any
right.
car I talk about, any house, all that shit I
Yeah,
own.
because
I
you
either
had
own
one
it.
song and you was like, my house. What you say, my house on the water?
Yeah.
You was like, no, but it's on the lake.
Yeah,
though.
I said my house was off the ocean. But
Yeah.
it's really by a lake. You feel me? But I
Yeah.
said that in the song.
But
like,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I tell
shit.
man, if I named it, I either owned it or I had it, and I'm past it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
What was so crazy is hard to find a rare rapper like yourself, artist. I'm not gonna just say a
Right.
because a lot of these rap artists they can say they got this and that, but it's like this fraudulent. It's not real.
Facts.
So by you, like you say, real rap is back. So I feel that, and I can commend you to keep doing what you're doing.
100.
And like I said, I love this. Let's get into the song 12, man. What's the
Yeah.
song 12 about?
The crazy part about it is the hook. When I say still dodging 12s, I got a song. The first song that caught, I ain't gonna say it caught fire because everybody, you know what I'm saying, got a different definition of what caught fire mean. But I had a song called Lay in 88. And I said that I was dodging 12 in that song. Since that song, I'm not with the same label that I was with when I dropped that song. So when I came up with 12, I think I had got the beat first. I can't remember how that shit went, but the hook, that shit just came natural. But I'm still dodging 12 because I was dodging 12 in the last shit.
That's crazy, man. That shit's
Yeah.
so smooth.
Yeah.
Even Neo liked it. That
video was hot.
Yeah.
That's-
Shout out to that boy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do a song with him one day, man. You know.
And I'm doing a song. If it makes sense, nigga, I'll do a song with anybody. You feel me?
Right.
So what's on your playlist right now? You gotta take
What's
a
it?
8-hour road trip. What you listening to?
Artist wise,
Yeah.
shit, my nigga ESTG. I'm fucking with ESTG.
Okay.
Shit, I'm fucking with I listen to a lot of R&B. I listen to more R&B than rap. So, man, I'm listening to Summer Walker, her, motherfucking I'm listening to that nigga Westside Boogie. You know what I'm saying? My catalog, like when it comes to music, as far as what I listen to,
Do you
my
listen
shit
to-
broad, diverse.
Do you listen to like a lot of Griselda, like Benny the Butcher?
Yeah, that's my
Conway?
nigga, dog. His
Yeah.
that nigga album crazy. Like him, King Los. I like niggas that be rapping. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? These niggas don't rap, dog. So I listen to a lot.
I
Man,
totally agree, but you know who shit gonna be fired though?
Who?
I don't know, Iceberg Teezy, man.
Oh yeah, that's a definite. That's a definite, dog. I'm gonna get my shit gonna come around, though. You
When
feel
I
me?
first heard that shit, I was like, whoa.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too, dog.
That shit,
I had to reinvent myself,
because
though.
I ain't trying to be fired. I thought you was one of them typical, hang on, Detroit rappers.
No, bro.
Got the
Once you listen
hat,
to
I
once you
I
listen
don't
to
even-
a
I
bar,
don't like-
Same sound.
Yeah, I don't even-
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like
That's what I
I
said.
used to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying, when I was 18, 19 years old.
Right.
You know, I was saying that shit, but
Right.
back then, situation was different. I was in the trenches back then, you feel me? So
Right,
music
right.
wasn't really my,
Right.
excuse me, but my brothers, they was real into music and shit, so it kind of was like, nigga, I do this shit, we all do this shit, you feel me?
For the ones tuning in, this is the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. I got my co-host Tasha. I got my co-host CG, and I got my guest host in today, Iceberg Teezy. So tell us about this fucker record deal record.
Yeah.
What was you going through that?
Dog, listen, the crazy part about it is, well, I used to live in Auburn Hills and shit, so when I be in the city all the time, you know, I drive back to the crib, but I wouldn't get out my car. Like, I'm the type of nigga, if I pull up somewhere and I've been driving 20, 30 minutes, I'm not getting out my car. I'm chilling, I'm rapping, writing, whatever.
Right.
And my producer, the nigga that made that beat, that wasn't my beat. He let me hear that beat because he was finna do like a compilation song. And he sent me that beat. I'm like, nigga, you ain't doing no compilation with that. You feel me? Like, that's my shit, nigga.
Right.
At that point, I had already got like 20 beats from the nigga. So I'm like, nah, you can't. That's my beat. But the nigga wouldn't give me the beat. So I wrote the whole shit. Like, nigga, fuck, this my beat. You feel me? Like, we either about to fight for this motherfucker or, you know what I'm saying? This what I'm thinking in my head. So I ended up just going on that bitch. And it was, you know, I said a lot of personal shit. And I say personal shit on all my songs. But that shit kind of just came
That was
just because I had to.
threw you over the, right.
Because I wanted the beat. You feel me? It wasn't my beat. So I'm like, if I play this shit the right way and let the nigga hear it, because I FaceTimed him and rapped it to him. And the nigga ended up giving me the motherfucking beat for free. So that shit just
that's
came
what I was
about.
gonna ask you,
I
man.
heard that shit did something to me.
So you're gonna beat Drake ass over this lemon pepper freestyle beat you did? I mean,
No, man, them niggas can't have that shit. This shit too easy for me. It's gonna be the same. You feel me? The same type of effect.
that lemon pepper freestyle was nice though.
Yeah, I'm catching some heat for that shit right now, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, my older brother.
Like
My
what?
older brother. He think I dissed him in that song. You know what I'm saying? So there's some
I
family
get it.
shit going on right now.
That'd be fucked up, man.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
people
I said it in the song though. I used to be signed to my brother because I told you I got a brother that rap that's a year older than me, and I got two other older brothers, and the TFG that's their label. You feel me? So I got out of that situation like 2 years ago, and I said something about it in that song. He took it. I don't know. Somebody probably called him and was like, "Your brother did." It wasn't no diss though.
yeah.
You feel me? But I told the nigga it is what it is, nigga. It's my blood. I got the nigga name tattooed on me. You feel me? You know, if you take it as a diss, that's just it's some honesty. You gotta feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? If you took it as a diss, you know, with some honesty in there. You know, because other than that, you would have just.
Right.
I love my baby though. That's my nigga. You feel me?
Right. So y'all probably can hash that out.
Yeah, we be good. This ain't
At
the
the
first
end
time.
of the day, man, family is
Ain't the
family,
first
man.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna
yeah,
be
it ain't the
bad.
first. We've been going through this shit since I was 18.
Right. Well, you know,
That's my baby though. That's my
you know what
nigga.
I'm
He
saying?
called me right now, nigga. I'm stopping everything.
Right. We co-host family. Sometimes we have.
Yeah,
we
that shit
have
come with it.
issues, you know.
That shit come with it, man. It's part of it.
Right. But now we don't have no issues between each other. But tell us about this Big Timers record you put out.
Oh, the big time of Teezy shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's my era, nigga, coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big
Big
Times,
Timers.
Lil Wayne,
Yeah,
nigga, and
yeah,
all them
yeah.
niggas. I thought Lil Wayne was the hardest nigga in the world. I still think that nigga the hardest nigga in the world,
He's
dog.
lyrically talented.
Yeah, so I don't know how that shit came about, but that's how I be feeling. How that impact them niggas had
well,
back
you know what?
then.
There's nothing wrong with something like being on top.
Yeah,
Bro.
for
They was
sure.
on top.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
Wayne, ain't nobody control it like Wayne though. Yeah.
Like Cash
I
Money.
feel like he made
Back-
the game
different,
step
dog.
themselves
back in the
up.
day, back in the day, you had to be with these three in that era. You had to be with No Limit,
Yup,
Cash
Yup.
Money, or Rockefeller.
yup, facts.
You forgot about Aftermath, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aftermath, yeah, but
Yeah, that shit came. That's some more shit that I
Yeah,
had in the
Aftermath
other
too,
song
yeah.
though. That big time I had said it was different though, but I had said that shit in the song. Really, I be reinventing my shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep my shit circulating, especially if, cause to be honest, I can't speak for every nigga that rap. This shit unlimited to me. I can do this shit forever. You know what I'm saying?
when you say unlimited, so let me ask you this question: what do you think about music back then to now? What do you think about today's music compared to old?
It depends. It depends like what genre, what demographic, everything. Because I feel like it was easier to rap back then than it is now. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like
Why
now.
you say that?
Well, it was.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to the niggas raps. Go back and listen to like the niggas who was at the top of the food chain back then. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like all them New York niggas. You know what I'm saying? Eric B, Rakim, Big L, all them diplomats, all these niggas like them niggas was sweet, but the times was different. You know, they ain't had a. These niggas wasn't exposed to this shit. They ain't had
That's
the
what I was
resources
gonna
we
say.
got
I
now.
feel like now
I think-
the resources.
Yeah,
like,
it's hard. It's
everything
harder
is-
to rap, but like I say, it depends on your demographic and who your target audience is. Cause you got some niggas out here that ain't saying shit and they
Right.
popping.
right.
So
But that's
What
what's
you
that's what's popping right
and
now.
I ain't
That's
mad at
what's
niggas. Shit, get rich, nigga. Get your
Like
people
you
out the hood.
Like
Shit.
you said, it's an era. But see,
Yeah.
back then, your pen game had to be nice.
Facts. Like nah, this shit too easy. It's all melodic. You know, all you gotta do is go to the same producers the other niggas going to.
Right.
They got templates now where if you want to sound like this artist, they can pull that template up and you gonna sound just like dog. You just gonna have different words and a different name.
Right.
You know, different
So
stream
you
check.
don't run into that problem.
What you mean?
I mean, basically, like if you really trying to push something, so I don't. You like what's your setup? You are on a label right now, right?
No.
You not on a
No.
label. Okay. Are you trying to? Is that something you want to do?
Money, right? Shit. If it's more money than I got now,
So you trying to? Okay. So they come to you right now and they like, we just kind of want you to switch this up a little bit. We want you to push this type of music more. Like where? I
Nope.
mean, how you feel
I'm
about
straight.
that?
Cause
You
I
not
ain't,
doing
I ain't,
it?
I ain't hungry. I'm straight. I ain't switching
like
up shit.
that.
Cause this what got me. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing. This my philosophy on it, right? So if I've been rapping since I was 18, and I'm 32, I could drop a song. I don't got no IG followers. I don't be on IG. And other niggas that rap or repost my shit and say I'm the GOAT, why would I change that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That mean the nigga Russ, dog, the rapper, Russ, he said some real shit. That nigga like it's a audience for you. You feel me? And I feel like it's niggas out here that want to hear some real rap. And if I turn my cheek to what they want and I go the direction of what these other niggas going, they just lost somebody. You feel
So
me?
what can you say to? I'm sorry, but what can you say to the guys that's up and coming, that's really just on they shit, but they like real artists? You know what I'm saying? And they getting a lot of slack about just doing what other niggas doing, and they probably a little discouraged or whatever. Like, what can you say to them?
Just start having fun with this shit. If you start having fun with it, you know, ain't gonna be no pressure. You know, it's just I say start having fun with this shit. Like, cause then you ain't gotta worry about getting discouraged. You ain't gotta worry about getting let down. You know what I'm saying? It's an art. At the end of the day, rap is an art. Niggas took the art out of it, but it's still an art. It's just like a nigga that paint. You feel me? Niggas that play basketball. Only difference with rap is you don't really have to have no talent. Like if a nigga in the NBA, the nigga really can hoop. It's not niggas in the NBA that can't hoop, but it's niggas that rap that can't rap. It's the
Exactly.
only lane right now that you don't have to have no raw talent. You could just jump in this shit 10 toes.
Like you said, it's
about
it's
the
a
beat.
different era, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta have fun
Some
with this
era,
shit.
back then, you had to bring more. This one, you could just, you know, just hot. You just hot.
Man,
There's
you
no
hot,
standard.
you hot, man.
Right.
It ain't no standard. It ain't good.
Right.
You feel me?
And I understand that. But when I listen to your music, it reminds me of the old generation of rap.
Yeah.
Like it got a little twist to it.
I got a little age on me too, though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This a young nigga game, depending on who you ask.
Right.
You feel me? And all the niggas that's older, they ain't really popping right now. You feel? You got niggas like Jadakiss, Fabulous. These niggas got longevity in the rap game. But if you go, niggas not in their car listening to these niggas. You feel me? But
now that one record, man, that Jay-Z and Nas just dropped, that Sorry.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, that shit.
that shit
fire,
crazy.
man.
But who gonna appreciate it for real? Niggas like the older generation or that younger generation that they know talent. You know, they know raw talent, or they hip hop historians.
Lil Baby was freestyling on it. I'm like, whoa. He was like, man, Jay. He shocked that Jay still got that skill at 51
I don't know
years
why.
old.
Yeah,
But see,
it's in
like,
his
that
brain.
That shit timeless though.
Yeah.
But
That
see,
shit time. If
That's
you rap,
storytelling.
but
if
see,
you ask any nigga that used to be in the NBA to get outside and shoot 30 jump shots, them niggas probably still gonna be shooting. You've been doing some shit your whole life.
Right.
That shit is in you. That's DNA. That
We
nigga
still
Jay-Z
we
is
got
active.
people that go
dog.
overseas
Right.
and play.
That nigga is
But see,
active.
they probably don't understand that, like you, like us. You know what I'm saying? Like grew up, listen to. They don't understand.
It's
that.
an art. But
Right.
see, listen, once you go back to the art, once you put the art back into this shit, you will understand why niggas like Jay-Z could be 50 years old and still be, you know what I'm saying, as talented as he is, because only thing that nigga did was get smarter.
Yeah.
Nigga
And
get
richer.
more money, nigga
Yeah.
experiencing more shit, taking more trips, buying, you know.
So what's next for Iceberg? What's next, man?
As far as this music shit,
For sure, man.
man, listen, I'm
Or
gonna
if
do.
you got some other shit on
I'm
the
a
phone, go ahead, man.
what it is with this music shit, man. I'm gonna do this little beat jacker shit right now. You feel me? I'm gonna capitalize on niggas beats because it's like this. This what I learned from this rap shit, right? So when you try to like construct a song from the bottom, I can cuss on here. I've been cussing though.
Yeah.
Good. All right, listen, dog. Niggas be dick sucking. So she might think he's sweet, but she ain't gonna say it until somebody else say it first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you try to construct a song from nothing, it's hard to grab people and to get people to try to, you know, get to that, catch on to that tempo, catch on to this and that. So, but it's funny how I do another nigga beat, and then everybody want to pay attention. It's like, bro, these niggas not better than me. You feel me? And I
So basically, you take it as swagger jack, basically.
I'm about to just do niggas beats and just show niggas, y'all, the niggas ain't better than me. And I ain't saying that to be cocky or arrogant, because I'm quiet. Like, I'm not no IG nigga. I don't give a fuck about no IG. You feel me? But when it come to rap, no, they can't do what I can do. You feel? It's just, you can't. Like, my vocabulary too big. You know, you just.
Well, you know what? I want to thank you, man, for coming on the show, kicking it with us.
I
man.
appreciate it.
I want to
man.
thank you
Love,
for putting
for
out
sure.
that type of music, my guy.
Yeah, I
Right,
appreciate
right,
y'all,
right.
man. It's
You know?
good to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
For real, for real.
Right.
Have people
That's
gravitate
what we
towards
need,
you
man.
doing, and I ain't gotta
We need to
change
hear
up.
that.
Find you? How can people find you?
IG, really. I don't be on that shit, but I see what need to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
You want to give them your IG?
My IG, Iceberg _Teezy. ICEBERG _TEEZY. You feel me?
Well, if you don't be on it, give them your email, your cell phone number.
Yeah, that shit, my IG, my email in there, man. My management email in my IG. Shit, same way y'all find me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Same.
When I hit you up, I thought you were going to say, what the fuck
Yeah,
you want?
same.
But
I did. But shit, nigga, I'm an opportunist. You feel me? If it makes sense, I'm fucking with it. Shit, you reached out. What type of nigga would I be to not reach back? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you'll be surprised, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll
With this.
appreciate it,
We
though.
appreciate
You know,
man.
that shit was on my, you know, it felt good in my heart, though. That shit felt good in my spirit. So, shit, it's good to be around. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker reach out to me. They heard something. So,
Yeah.
it's love. You
That's
know?
what's up.
Yeah,
So for the ones out there, thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Pressful Conversation Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. This is my co-host, Tasha. My co-host, CG.
Yo.
And thank you, man, once again.
Appreciate it.
Iceberg TV,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Appreciate
Sure.
you, man.
Yeah.
All right, now. Peace.